Hello there, Gemini. I'm Mary Sue. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing your mid-June to mid-July love reading. So today what we're going to do is take a look at your overall energies in your love life, and then we're going to take a little look with the tarot at some of the details and obstacles and advice for the month ahead. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So the first card out is mending. So this could be a relationship that, and this is kind of your past energy. So this could be a relationship that you are mending, something from the past. And so it could be a romantic, a relationship that you're mending, someone from the past coming back and trying to mend that relationship, or sometimes, mending another relationship in our life can also lead to new doors opening in our romantic love life. So let's see what we have in the present. To the sea. So I feel like for some of you, like there may have been someone from the past that has kind of reached out, or you've been trying to mend in your own way or get over mending your own heart from something that's been broken, and now you're kind of like taking a break, because after we go through a big transition in our life and trying to mend either our own heart or a relationship from the past, sometimes it's nice just to take a break, because you're like working and thinking about something, and then to take a break allows you time to kind of like, reflect on it all and get ready for the next action that is going to occur in that relationship. So your obstacle in this overall next month is imagine. I feel like a lot of you may have, ended a relationship, you've done the work, you've healed yourself, and then you're at this point where you're just kind of waiting. What's going to happen next? But this is Spirit coming in and saying that part of the reason why you're just sitting in this bathtub is that it's time for you to imagine. What do you consider to be, your 10 of Cups, your 9 of Cups, love life? What is it that, the traits that you're looking for in a new romantic partner, right? What are you wanting out of a relationship? What type of relationship? What maybe worked in past relationships and what didn't work, right? So that you can move on into something that's really spectacular. And since this is kind of your obstacle, it may mean that you're kind of like, it's kind of like, you're trying to eliminate everything that looked anything like a past relationship. But part of it is recognizing what was good in a relationship, right? And trying to cultivate more of that in a future relationship. And then of course trying to eliminate some of those things that didn't work very well. So let's see what we have in the future. This is lovely. So this is the fates. You do have a fated partner coming in. On the bottom, we have the go the distance. So I really feel like this is maybe a new relationship that's coming into your life that really is going to go the distance. This is fated. This is for you. And I feel like it's a blessing from the universe because you have done the work. You've done this mending. Now, for some of you, if you think that this is a reconciliation, it's because you did separate and both of you mended, your own inner child wounds, your own hearts, in your, you built your own self back up. You found self-love for yourself. You really are starting to cherish yourself. And if you are reconciling, it's because you are fated to be together. And, the part of the separation was to make you even a stronger couple when you come back together. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have here. Once again, we're going to, look at your past energy, your present, your obstacle, and then the outcome. Okay, so let's see what we have in the past. Solar plexus chakra. So this is your third chakra. This is kind of, like your core beliefs and everything. And because it's coming out with the mending card, and we're going to clarify these in a minute, because it's coming out with the mending card, I think that after, you may have ended a relationship, or you maybe kind of were in conflict in a romantic relationship, that you took some time to really look at what is your core values. What do you really believe in? Really going deep. And I really love this because I think that through this work, I feel like some of you, did a lot of shadow work, inner child work. You took your time with it too. I see you not rushing through this, which is so easy to do when our hearts are broken. But you've mended your heart and you see yourself in a different light. You're coming into this really lovely sense of self-love, something that you may have lost when you were in previous relationships. You may have lost yourself in that relationship, right? Maybe even trying too hard to mend that relationship, to keep that relationship going. And because you, found yourself separated from this person, or perhaps you broke it off, maybe you haven't been in contact for a long time, what you've done is you've taken the time to really kind of figure out who you are, what it is that you want out of love. What is so special about Gemini, right? It's a really lovely energy. And I think that is why when this new person comes in, or if it is a reconciliation, that you're in the spirit of being able to go into it really healthy. You build good boundaries. You know what you stand for, and you're willing to stand up for it, right? This is a great energy. Lovely. So let's see where you are in the present, because that's kind of in the past. So let's see where you are in the present. Prosperity begins. Yeah. So, you've been planting the seeds of love in your own life. And you may have been doing this by focusing on your career, focusing on creating things that really mean a lot to you, that express who you really are. And you may actually be making some money from those endeavors that you've taken on. Maybe you've even changed careers, or just started a new business on your own, or just a creative project. For some of you, they're saying even fixing up your home, things like that. But this prosperity begins is, it's kind of, this is like the Ace of Pentacles. This is, to me, like a divine gift from the universe. You've been waiting a long time for this. I feel like some of you have done all this mending. You've done all this work, and it's taken forever for something new to get started in your life. You've been really waiting patiently. I see patience, because, she's sitting in the bathtub, and, she's just sitting there patiently waiting, patiently floating along, right? It's a lovely energy. And now something new is coming in for you. And this really is fated. It's really something special from the universe. I see 3 of Cups on the bottom, which is, a sign of celebration. I think it's, my guides are saying it's the universe is celebrating you, because through this mending process, you really have not only healed yourself and raised your own level of consciousness, you've also helped to raise the positivity, the consciousness level of the entire collective. There could be a lot of people. I think that what you went through was very difficult, and a lot of people kind of looked to you to see how you were going to handle it all, and you've kind of inspired them. I'm getting grace and gratitude. You took the high road. You were very graceful at everything that was sent your way, and it may not have been just in love. It could have been in your work. You may have lost your job, or a loved one, or a pet. They're saying a pet. There's a lot of healing that you've had to do in different areas of your life. It wasn't just one breakup. It was other parts of your life were also seeming to have catastrophe after catastrophe. It was but you never let it get you down. Not that you didn't have moments maybe of despair, but you didn't stay in that. You constantly got up, and they're showing me, my ring fell up. They're showing me that you dusted yourself off. You stood up, you were pulling your kind of like waders. I'm seeing like waders pulling up, like fishing waders or something, pulling up pants and then, you know, dusting yourself off and kept on going. Really, and gracefully, you know, not like resentfully, not with bitterness, not with I'll show them type of attitude, just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna get through this. I'm strong. And, you know, just taking the high road every single turn. Wow, really nice. Okay, so let's see what your obstacle is, because it's imagine. And let's see what we have there. Choose wisely. So this is like the you know, this is kind of like Seven of Cups kind of energy. You're choosing, you're having to choose perhaps wisely. I think for some of you, you may be feeling like you're putting so much effort into making sure you don't make a mistake. I feel like you're kind of like coming out of this energy from the past that where you felt like you had a lot of hard knocks, and you're in a really good space, right? You're in a really good space, and I really feel like a lot of you have been concentrating on, you know, your financial security, stability in your home, in your career. You've been really trying to get your life stable, because I feel like in the past you had this energy of feeling like the rug was being pulled out from underneath you, you know, like just one thing after another. I just keep getting that sense that it was just one thing after another. And as soon as you would get over like one traumatic thing, something else would happen. And it just was constantly like that. And now you're kind of concerned, like you have your life super stable and you're ready to step into something new, right? But you don't want to make a mistake because you've been kind of like, it's been such a hard road. You want to make sure that the next part of your life, the next chapter, is just filled with joy, right? And you're kind of feeling this sense of stress in choosing what your path is. And because this is your obstacle, what they're telling me is that you just need to quiet your mind. You feel like you have to make the choice, but the reason that you got to this point is because you surrendered to the journey. You got into the bathtub and you just surrendered. You said to your spirit guides, I give it up to you and I trust you. And, you know, I know that you're going to provide for me and you're going to bring me the love of my life, right? Eventually I will get there. And you kept that positive attitude about it throughout this journey. And now you're kind of like got everything going fine, and you're just like, you're trying to maybe take back control a little bit of your journey. And what they're saying to me is go ahead and keep surrendering, because you're on the right path. Do not worry that you're not choosing correctly, that you are on the right path. But part of it is releasing that control, right? And stepping into the journey and just allowing all those surrendering moments that you gave up to your guides, to your angels, to your, you know, deceased loved ones. Like you gave up all of that control to them and said, I'm giving it to you. Help me through this. And now you're starting to feel like you have to take control back, but that's not true. Part of your spiritual path is to realize to stay in that surrendering type of energy and just know that what is fated for you is on the path. It's really close. Some of you, I feel like, are in between worlds. I get that sense even with this card, kind of like in between worlds. Like the worst, I really feel like you've closed out this very hard chapter of your life and you're stepping into a new chapter, but you're not sure it's going to start, right? Like you feel like you're in this good spot, but maybe it's really not going to start. But they're telling me, yes, it is. And remember, you know, with the fates, it means that the divine is working on this. This is why you have to imagine the best, because that's what you'll manifest. Is go ahead and just like go ahead. They're willing to give you whatever you want, right? So go ahead and put it out to the universe, what it is that you want, and then just surrender, right? And allow it to come to you. I feel like you're in the Empress energy. You know, you're looking good. You've got your life together. People are really watching you because I think you have overcome something really big. And now it's time for the blessings to come in. So go ahead and keep surrendering. Just say, okay, you got me this far. I'm going to let you finish out this journey. Really nice. Oh my God. This is just, I mean, it's just beautiful. It really, it kind of brings tears to my eyes because it's kind of like, I really get a sense that you've been through a lot and look at what you have. You know, this is, you know, the Four of Wands, the foundation and achievement. You know, you got the rainbow. It's kind of like that Ten of Cups energy. You have built a strong foundation. And so whatever you allow to come into your life now, it's going to be beautiful. It's just going to be beautiful. Wow. And okay, and they're telling me, go ahead and imagine it. Like maybe you feel like, okay, the worst is over maybe, but geez, I don't want to rock the boat. They're saying, don't worry, the boat's not going to tip over. You're safe. You are safe. Okay, so we're going to clarify these really quickly. Nice energy. Okay, so let's see with this mending and solar plexus. Wow. Oh my gosh. Magician is on the bottom. Okay, so you got the High Priestess, King of Cups, and Two of Cups. You know, this is you really kind of mending what it is that you want. And they're telling me also that you deserve it. Part of this third chakra was figuring out that you really do deserve, you know, your King of Cups, your Two of Cups, this lovely, lovely romantic partnership. Somebody, you know, I think in the past you may have had somebody that wasn't willing to really share their emotions. And, you know, you're coming into the sense that you have learned how to share your emotions. And you're wanting to attract that too. And it's just a lovely energy. And, you know, they're really kind of pointing out, you know, this High Priestess, you've used your intuition to get you to this point. You know, you surrendered to the journey and you allowed your guides to, you know, help you to get to this point, to heal, to do this. You know, it's a sense of you're finally understanding maybe why things in the past happened, like coming into a sense of gratitude, like being able to now, you've mended yourself so much, you can look to the past and you can say, oh, I get it now, right? Like when you're going through it, it's like, you know, you're just trying to get up every day and go to work, or you're trying to, you know, feed yourself, feed your family, you know, just getting through the daily stuff that you've got to do. And, you know, I get the sense that you did that. Like you really did. Like you didn't give up. And there were days where it was really trying. But in the whole, you know, journey, you really went into your intuition. You just kept asking your guides to show me the next step, you know, and sometimes it was just help me through the next hour. Next minute, you know, I don't know if I have the strength to get through this. And all along, I get the sense that you never gave up hope for this true romantic partnership that would be on, you know, this fated partnership. Like no matter what, you never gave up. Wow. Like you never gave up. And I think, you know, there were times when you really probably wanted to, you know, but you never did. Really strong. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this. Prosperity begins. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, and on the bottom, Death and Rebirth. Really nice. You are definitely finishing out this cycle with this Ten of Swords. The last sword has been put in your back. You know, this was not easy. This was not easy. But if you see, she has her back turned to the past. You're ready to just put an end to it and walk away from it and not, one of the greatest things about you, Gemini, is you do not hold grudges, and I think, you're very forgiving, and whatever people have done to you in the past, you've been willing to really dig in deep. And I think you had to dig really deep for the forgiveness, for what has happened in the past. And, there is some fear here, that, is it really over? I kind of that sense of, it's probably been a while since, how you have that sense of the other shoe's going to drop. And it's probably maybe been a while since that last, oh my goodness, here we go again. And I think you're kind of holding on to that. Is this cycle really over? Have I really closed out that path? Just holding on to some of the fears, like I'm also getting a sense of holding on to those, really tough boundaries that you probably put into place when you were going through something that was hard, that we all do, right? It's like, whoa, I got to put up this steel wall to protect myself. And now you're kind of like wanting to take down parts of the wall, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, is it safe yet? You're kind of holding on to the fear of what's happened in the past. And my guides are just saying, let it go. Go with the flow. Just let it go. The fear, just let it go. Because look at what you have coming in. You have something special from the universe, and they want you to know you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn. Any karma, that you needed to clear out or whatever, like this has been like a true soul revolution, a true soul evolution, right? For you. And it's just lovely. You are at the end. You are at the end. But sometimes it's hard. It's hard. But try to let that energy go. Get back into your surrendering, because things have maybe been going well. Like they're stable. Like maybe you're not ecstatic about life yet, but things are going well. Okay. Like you're not looking for bad things to happen, but you kind of have that lingering fear. And so it's really just time to let that fear go and surrender. Just surrender to the journey. You have been through so much that you need to realize that you do have the strength. Something else does come up. You do have the strength to handle it. Okay, so let's see what we have here. 2 swords, 9 of cups, 8 of pentacles, Hierophant on the bottom. So, this can be, about a long-term commitment. This is in your obstacle. You're still kind of concerned. Do I really have a long-term commitment out there? What is my 9 of cups, right? Because this goes with the imagine. Like, it's time to really start thinking about it. What is your 9 of cups? What do you really want? Like, I think for a long time, it's just been, I just want to get through today, or I just want to get through this week, or I just want to get through this month, right? I want to have enough money at the end of the month that I'm not going further in debt. I want, my car to run for a whole month without breaking down. Whatever it's been, you have just kind of like been through the ringer, and now it's time to imagine not just getting through the month or the next, 3 months or 6 months or next year. It's time to start dreaming. It's time to really start dreaming and manifesting. What is it that you want? Making decisions, not being afraid to make decisions. There are times in our life where we have to, make a decision. Do I want to change careers? Do I want to move? Do I want to date? Whatever it is. And it's about you kind of like working on you and what's going to make you happy. And, it could be that for some of you, you're afraid still that I don't want to wish, I don't want to put my wishes out there because I don't want to feel greedy. That's the word they're saying. I don't want to feel greedy. I feel like I've gotten through this and life is good and I'll just settle for this. And they are telling me, no, there is something huge on your path. You've gone through all of this in preparation to have the strength to do something really wonderful. Like it's fated. It's on your path. It's coming. And I feel like it's something good for the collective. It's definitely a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You didn't go through all this to build strength to get through something horrible. It's you have good stuff coming, but you needed to learn those lessons in order to perhaps, I think for some of you, you might be healers or something. You might have had to go through those experiences to help others that are having a hard time finding stability in their own life. Wow, really interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this. 4 wands. We have the 3 of wands, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel. Yeah, you have fortune coming your way. I think for some of you, you may have been struggling financially a little bit. And, you know, struggling financially also affects our love life, right? And I know that this feels almost like not a love reading, but I think what my guys are telling me is that you are on the brink of this just beautiful, beautiful new love relationship, but you just had to get to this point. You had to build the foundation. You had to build your own foundation, right? Because look at this. You have the Ace of Cups coming in. Gemini, you have love on the way, and it's a new love. I really don't see a lot of reconciliation here. I know that we were kind of, you know, toying with that idea at the beginning. I don't think so. I think this is brand new love. And, you know, you're looking good. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're standing in your power. And the thing I love about this card with the Ace of Cups is, you know, you love yourself. And look at just, you know, how confident she looks here. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that takes care of herself. She's financially independent. She's secure in herself. And it could be that some of you were in a codependent type of relationship or something toxic before. And it may be the reason that you stayed in the relationship too long or something like that. I mean, we all do that, right? And I think that what you had to do was go out and build your own security, your own foundation, so that you could attract, you know, somebody that you felt like you wouldn't have to depend on, you know, because you're so strong and solid in your own core beliefs and in your independence. And it doesn't mean, you know, being independent doesn't mean that you can't be in a partnership. It just means that you're also going to hold on to what is, you know, your core beliefs. Like, you know, she's holding on to this pentacle here, right? Like it's your core beliefs, you know, your solar plexus. Here, you know, what you really believe in, you're going to stick up for in your next relationship. And maybe in the past, things really fell apart because you didn't stick up for yourself. You've been waiting a long time for your ships to come in. But guess what, Gemini? They are on the way. They are so on the way. Wow, this is a lovely read. Okay, so let's pull a couple of romance angel cards just to see what is coming in with this new love. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting the sense that, you know, you could have children, you know, from a previous relationship. The person coming in could have children. The other thing is that I feel like for some of you, this is like your own childhood wounds or issues that you have worked on, okay? And, you know, when you worked on that, I really feel like for some of you, it may have changed some of your core beliefs about relationships or about children in general, that type of thing. Wedding! This situation involves a wedding. That is so spectacular. Yes, I really do feel that way because, you know, you have this card here too, you know, the 4 of Wands, just a really happy family type of energy, whatever, you know, that means to you. Okay, one more, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, I mean, you really do. You have a lot of love and, you know, this is really strong. Like there's nothing Nothing there, no red flags at all. Like Gemini, I think, when somebody comes in and, this is the Four of Wands, it could be a fire sign. So it could be Aries, Sag, or Leo. It could be, doesn't have to be, but it could be, somebody that has some fire in their chart. We also have the Three of Wands. So really nice. Oh, so spectacular. Happy for you, Gemini. Okay, so let's see what your creativity oracle card capable. You can deal successfully with whatever challenges and circumstances arise. That is you, Gemini. You've been through the ringer. You've been through the ringer. And so now you really can, overcome whatever it is that you need to overcome. Okay, and I'm going to pull a love oracle card to finish this out. And if you've enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe. It helps to build my channel and get my message of love and light out to the universe. Okay, now here's your love oracle card. I love this message. This is a good message. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And I think, Gemini, it's been a long path for you. And it is, it's just about trusting your intuition, trusting your guides, surrendering to what is coming in, because it's just lovely. It's so beautiful. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.